Hello again guys, today I thought we'd take a quick look at this pair of headphones that Banggood sent out for me to take a look at. These are the UMI Voix Blu. First up, taking a look in the box, you're going to find the user manual, a very interesting felt carrying pouch, a micro USB charging cable, and of course, the headphones themselves. The headphones are a matte white. You can expand them out on both sides as you might expect. They do stretch out pretty wide, but they don't fold up, which makes traveling with them a little bit difficult. However, they are very flexible. On the site, they show them really twisting around and being ultra flexible. I'm not going to do that to these because I really don't want to snap them in half, but I have twisted them like this, as you can see, and they do flex an awful lot. Now, one of the things that makes these really interesting and unique to me is it has an NFC tag built into it. So if you want, you can just tap your smartphone on the side of it and it will pair up with your phone. I've tested this out a few times for both connecting and disconnecting with my phone, and it works just fine. As far as the design of the headphones themselves, they are on-ear headphones instead of over-ear, and they have this very nice soft pleather kind of on them. It's not exactly leather, but it's very soft and it feels kind of like leather. The cups themselves kind of rotate around just a little bit, enough to kind of make it so you can fit them on your ears and move them around enough to get them just where you want them. And I have worn these for quite a few hours at a time, probably 2 to 3 hours at a time without having any sort of discomfort issues. They're nice and pillowy soft without having too much extra foam. On the left-hand side of the device, you will find the NFC tag and nothing else. On the right-hand side of the device, you have volume buttons, track forward and track back buttons, and that multi-function button for power and phone calls and play and pause. And then on the bottom of the right-hand side, you have the micro USB charging port. So now that that's all out of the way, how do they sound? Kind of the most important thing, right? Well, to start off, they have built-in 40mm drivers, and I don't have a clue what that means, but it seems to be important. But they do get a very nice amount of bass without being too overpowering. They're not, overly bassy like the Beats headphones or anything, but they do provide an awful lot of bass. They can get extremely loud. If you turn them up all the way and then whatever you're connecting to, you turn it up all the way, you can blow yourself out pretty well. When you get it up to 100% and when you get your device up to 100%, they can get a little bit distorted, so just don't do that. But what I really like about it, in addition to providing a lot of sound and a lot of good bass, I'm not an audiophile, but it has what I have heard called and what I would call a wide soundstage. So when you're wearing them and when you're listening to music, it kind of sounds like you're listening in a much larger space than just this here against your head. It sounds like you're listening to them in a larger room. Kind of hard to put into words there, but it's a very nice sound. On the site, they claim you're going to get 10 hours of battery life out of these with, I think, 400 or 500 hours of standby time. I've been using these for a week or two now with several hours at a time playback, and I haven't had to charge them yet. They haven't complained in the slightest. So I'm going to assume the playback time is at least 10 hours. They say it's going to take 2 to 3 hours to charge them at a time. Standard micro USB charging cable, so it shouldn't be a big deal one way or the other. The biggest downsides I see to these, one, they're not over ear, and that's just sort of a personal preference. On ear is not bad. I prefer the over ear just for comfort, but these are very, very comfortable for being on ear. Two, they don't fold up, so they're not going to be great for traveling. If you're just keeping them at your desk though, it's not going to be a big deal. You can wear them around your neck, and they are definitely comfortable that way as well. And three, and this is a very minor one, it doesn't have a 3.5mm headphone jack. I've never seen them on an on-ear headphone, so really I wasn't expecting it, but I thought I would mention it because it's something I would kind of like. I absolutely love it on all of my over-ear headphones that have those 3.5mm jacks, so on something like this it would be great as well. So all in all, I've had a very good experience with these. You can find them over on Banggood's website. I'll have a link down in the video description to where you can find them. But that's going to be about all for me for today. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for your continued support. Make sure to leave a thumbs up below this video if you like this video, subscribe to receive more videos when they become available, and I will see you again next time.